Welcome back here. Another day of Astro-Gravitational Report. Yeah, good news, bad news. It's a news. It's whatever is how you taking it. And hopefully I find you good. I want to say thank you for come here. Click likes, the share, the subscribe. Thank you so much for the buying me a coffee. That's pretty good. If you don't know how to buy me a coffee, it's a link in the channel. But with that being said, here to we're gonna go to a lot of stuff in there. I know that you guys want the positive news, but the moon, since it's opposing a lot of planets in there, that creates a lot of what turmoils. And those turmoils, in a way, it's coming from the intuition because she's trying to find answers answers of how to deal with this, how to fix it, how to proceed, and so on. We're gonna find that the moon in the morning she's gonna be opposing after all this full moon. The moon is gonna be opposing Mars, and with that Mars opposition in there, Mars is trining Chiron. So the moon is automatically sextile in Chiron. And this is why before you act today or put your actions in there, um, be mindful about, heal before you act. This is why kind of like the energy is going to be. All these energies, by the way, they are going to be squaring Saturn and Neptune. This is going to be like lack of patience, of the restrictions. You want things to move fast. You want things to be. Your visions doesn't happen because Neptune is retrograde. It says like make sure those are visions, not illusions. Make sure you really want it instead of just going blah blah blah, and or fantasizing things and you think it's a reality. So yes, there is gravity. Back to reality. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't know the song of Eminem, you should go ahead and watch it. All right. With this energy in the morning, we're gonna see some. The inner work is gonna start ending. She's gonna be at the 29 degrees of Virgo. This is the last degree, by the way, where you personally preparing yourself for what? For the next step, be in the relationship in there. Hi, GP. Thank you for coming in. And now this inner work is I am ready. Is I'm ready to go. I'm prepared to be what it is, and I'm ready to face the challenges of relationships. And I'm ready to be. Did I develop myself? All this. I mean, you're gonna reevaluate your journey from areas into Virgo included within yourself. So this energy at 7 o'clock in the morning, of course, it's going to be opposing Neptune. It's like again that vision illusion situations and the fantasizations. It's going to comes in as triggers. So a lot of these triggers. So make sure that before you act, you know the things, you know the truth, you know the things that the way it is, and this is going to be making a call from Venus being together with the true Lilith. It's like, okay, I'm here for the truth. You love, here is the true love. I want to hear to get the true love. I want to make sure that it's a true feelings, true understanding. I don't want to have all that. And this is going to be the energy that's going to be rising at 7 o'clock in the morning and our event horizon. Hi, John. Thank you for coming in. So, going on with this, the next hour, this is going to be at 8 o'clock. We're going to see that the sun is going to come out above the horizon. It's still going to have this intense energies from the full moon. We're going to see these energies still active towards the North Node, but that's going to be fading out. So with that intensity of who is the authority of life and what is the knowledge about life, right? A lot of socializing, your socializing skill were tested. I mean, the moon is still at Gemini, so here is that What do you do at the Gemini in there? I'm going to set you back to the 3-year-old. At the 3-year-old, you are looking at the others, what they do, and you copy. And you copy and you paste it into your mind as a knowledge. And you think that if it, for certain people, certain things works, you try to apply to those same things. All of a sudden you figure out they don't work. And then, oops, what I'm doing. I need to communicate properly with other people, right? Because see, you may have the same situations, but you have different people. Different people acting in different ways. Philosophy, anybody? All right. So this energies that is going to come at 8 o'clock is going to be challenging you, okay? Because who is really in charge, okay? The authority or intuition? They all come together. They're all working together, okay? They're the transitions from family, developing, creation, right? Cancer, Leo situations, right? All right. All right, we're gonna see this energy at 9 o'clock. Be mindful of at work. If you people have personal issues in there, personal steam, and so on and so on, like that anger guy from the movie, just like steaming some fire in there, inside out, in there. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be like, bang, things can comes up, and what I'm seeing at that, how did I see this? Come on, I gotta teach you a little bit. Here, this is the event horizon. This is the ascendant. That's Mars, and we see all these red energies here, and here is the moon, right? And now, of course, where there is so much fire in there, and specifically that Mars is in Sag. I'm gonna fire off talking with everybody. I'm gonna put in this fire. I'm gonna go this and so on, and make sure things are moving. Yeah, but the energy is calling like, hey, heal before you act. All right, heal before you act. All right. The next hour, the situations at work maybe is gonna get better. Hopefully, you didn't have a conflict at work. We usually don't at 9 o'clock. Where are you at, right? 9 o'clock, you're doing a service, right? But that energy is gonna be comes in and says like, you know what, your work is connecting to your future. This is gonna be a very beautiful sextile with the North Node. The ascendant is gonna be like, do your work. Okay? You cannot fix other things, you cannot fix other people, you cannot fix other situations. Do your work. Let the other people do their own work. And this is going to be coming in from the previous hour, because if you did something improper, you're going to have to what? Focus on certain situations. Well, the next hour is going to be asking you for transformations. Pluto is going to be at the horizon. I think he's going to be kind of like a calm down, taking the new road. It's like, okay, these things were inappropriate. Let's do a better way. Very beautiful. Very beautiful energy of talking to yourself, 11 o'clock. The inner work is going to be with Venus and the truth. So now those two energy is going to be trying to go ahead and get you to what? To a balance, to a proper energies. Because Venus and the true Lilith, they are going to be trining Saturn and Neptune. Usually that is a ability to foresee. Okay, we are talking about this very, very beautiful trine in there, that it's coming in at philosophy and spirituality. What is that brings? Philosophy and spirituality. What is it, the third energy in there that it needed? Right? Psychology. But who's playing that? Jupiter. What is it Jupiter does? Jupiter is retrograding. Is like, hey, how are you talking within your family? I'm going to bring you to those family things, okay? And I'm going to be cranking it up. I mean, I'm tired, and all the astrologers pretty much are tired of talking about the square of Jupiter and Chiron. Healing. A lot of people, it's like, okay, I had enough up to a healing talk. And that's what the energy is calling for. Because we are carrying so much pain, drama, and trauma from generations in us. So we have to, really one thing, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time. And it's like, oh my God, then pulling and pulling, and there is some more and more and more. Yeah, because everything has what? Roots. Okay, you got to go back into the roots. All right, the next hour, 12 o'clock, the authority. Usually that time is that when you're taking a break, okay, you put time to yourself, usually that it's a lunchtime at work. You're taking this time to see where you're going to go, how the rest of the day is going to be, what happened so far within the day. You are looking at it to your own authority of life, of everything. But you are facing some challenges. Who is challenging you? Saturn is challenging you, like, oh, I cannot do this right now, and then it's so on and so on. Oh, there is this, I don't see these visions, I don't see these things happening. What the hell? I cannot get my mind, I cannot do with this, and all of a sudden it's just like, right? And the whole thing is that right now it's like the intuition is trying to like, hey, heal certain things in there, but also the intuition is getting this mirror up front of the authority. It says like, look at yourself. Do you like yourself? And the authority is like, no, I don't like yourself, but I don't like you that you're pointing out. So be mindful when the people are pointing out certain things like this to you, particularly if somebody points out your negative side, okay? All right, this is going to be some challenge at 1 o'clock. Particularly the inner work is going to be at the end of Sag in there at the 29 degrees, squaring Saturn and Neptune. All the visions is like, I don't see. No, you see, but you don't accept what you see. That's the difference, right? So that inner work is in divine energies with Uranus. Uranus is like, I brought this certain changes. Now, Uranus is sextiling Jupiter. Jupiter is trining Mercury. You got your messages. You got your things, right? Uranus is sextiling Saturn and Neptune. They are trining Mercury. Oh, you got your stuff. But they're deep. They're in the Scorpio, right? So with these energies, all you have to do is ask the universe, what do you want me to do? And the universe says, I send the message in the underworld. When you're going to be reading it in there. Usually when I put you, that what that means is like, imagine that you're put into this darkness and the only light comes from you. So in order to see more and more, the more and more light you need to become. All right, 3 o'clock, we're going to see the inner work with Capricorn. Of course, focus on your work. It's going to be a very productive. I mean, imagine that throughout the day, you weren't able to do or fix certain things or getting into certain things. And all of a sudden, it hits this 3 o'clock and you are working, and all of a sudden all the things start to be like lining it up. You just all of a sudden everything begins to be like synchronizations. You need this, you need that, you get this, you need to connect with this, you need to connect with that, and everything just flows in there. Okay, so this is going to be some very beautiful energy. Please use it, because that is going to be really helping you out. And we're going to see that in the next hour, finally the moon is going to be dropping out of this 7 degrees opposition with the sun, and the only opposition is going to beginning to be with what? With Mars. But squaring Saturn and Neptune, that is like, okay, well, those restrictions, those visions, those situations, and particularly that we are in a Gemini, there's going to be some more than just duality. This is going to be duality on squares, because Mars is in Sag, and we have a Saturn and Neptune, they're in Pisces. All those three, they're in the what? In the duality signs. And if you're Virgo, you're feeling it all this, okay? Particularly if you have something in the 20-ish degrees of Virgo, oh, you're definitely going to be feeling that. All right. 6 o'clock. This is going to be some interesting energy because it's the North Node with the ascendant. Is the universe is going to comes in. It tells you, here, like it or not, you have a future to go to it. Okay, but future is not like, okay, somebody brings the future into you on a golden platter and it's like, let's go. No, it's the future. It's what you make it. As long as you want, as long as you're understanding where you are, where you've been, and how you're gonna create the where are you going. Okay. Of course, you gotta have some dreams. Of course, you gotta have this energies that pulls you up. Okay. You gotta have from point A to point B. If you only stay on a point A and do nothing, it's what? You're stuck, right? But if you have the point B, right? You have now what? A path that you want to go through it. And that path is going to be what? Revealed to you. All right, how's it going to be revealed? 7 o'clock. Yes, 7 o'clock in the next few days is going to be some important about this because the ascendant is going to be with Jupiter, the inner work is going to be with Neptune. And we're going to see some Mercury that going to be coming into this. So pay attention to videos, musics, messages, people talking to you, right? Very beautiful trine. You see this beautiful blue triangle in there? That's what I'm talking about. Okay? The positiveness is coming as long as you are what? You are aligning with the positiveness. Okay? And if you're gonna win, if you stay positive, despite the negative energy that comes towards you, right? It should be like the mirror. The negative comes to you, poof, pops down. It's reflected back. And you're like, okay, what's next? Right? That's one way to heal things. All right, 8 o'clock, we're going to have the inner work at Aries. This is going to be more pumping up. Venus is like, okay, my love is the way it is, and so on. In there, how I perceive it, how I talk about love. And this is going to come from Sag. A lot of good expressions, okay? I mean, this goodness written in the books about the love, about the songs, and so on and so on, right? That fiery passion about love, okay? It's coming out. What? To fire up you. I mean, to fire up your rear end so we can be a little bit more positive, okay? You're going to be seeing it because that energy is going to be what? Very close to who? To Chiron. Okay. All right. 9 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Taurus. You'll worry about material things. We know that Pluto is squaring the stuff right now in Taurus. Why? Because we do not learn of the consequences of our actions. And one of the things that start getting bad, it's like, oh, well, I did this bad, I did that bad, so I need to change. And Pluto is like, oh yeah, you really need to change. Like he's just gonna sit there and watching you, right? She's got that popcorn. It's like, okay, transformation is in order. Let me watch this one, how it's gonna turn out, right? Little bit Pluto is like little bit like the architect in Matrix, right? He just sits behind the background, orchestrates everything, the whole thing. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, the next hour is going to be at 10 o'clock. Creations, what are you going to create? You feel like you don't want to create anything right now. I can tell you that, particularly that in this hour at the ending of Leo, okay? I mean, this is a T-squaring Mercury and Lilith and Uranus, and you're like, I don't want it. I just don't want it. I just yeah. And this energy can create a lot of issues inside of you. It's like, you know what? I want to abandon ship. I want to move things out. I want to destroy things, and so on and so on and so on. Okay. And now, seeing it within this is like, okay, but I gotta have a visions. Yes, the visions will come in, and as long as what you created yourself to foreseen, foresight, but you have to what? Dumb down your lower self, your lower ego. Okay, not what you want, or what it's presented to you by the universe. Okay, and this is it because the universe presents you with the hard stuff because it wants to develop you, not the easy stuff. Everything that comes in, it's now like, what are you learning? What are you evolving if everything gets easy? Nothing, right? What is the purpose of life? Evolution. And that's what you need to look into it. The more you evolve, the better it gets. All right, and at 11 o'clock, the inner work is going to be with Uranus. Certain changes. Maybe you're going to get late messages. Maybe you don't like the messages. Maybe you're like, this should have not been, and so on and so on. There's a lot of things that can comes in, particularly that energy can drag you down at 11 o'clock. But you need to stay positive about your transformations. You need to be able to make a discernment between visions and illusions and all these fantasies and so on in there, and learn properly way. Just because something is restricting you, it says like, it's restricted for a reason. Learn the reason and you will be able to get what you want. Okay, if something doesn't work out, why doesn't work it out? And when you figure out why it doesn't work out, you learn how to make the things to work right. Okay? And this is going to be some very positive moments for some. For some people, it's going to be a very much irritated, right? Why are you going to be irritated? You're irritated because the things doesn't go your way. All right, so that's what it was, the astrogravitational report for today. I'm going to be giving you a heads up for 7 o'clock in the morning. All right, 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, the moon, it's going to be in home in Cancer, family, right? A lot of beautiful yacht is going to be coming in from Pluto and the ascendant later on with Venus. We're going to see this particular energies that it's going to be coming up with. But she's still what? It is T-squaring what? It is T-squaring the inner work. The inner work, it's moving into Libra. So from now on, for the next pretty much a month, we're going to be waking up with the inner work and the relationship in mind. Okay? Switched out from Virgo to Libra. Okay? So now, ascendant, it's going to be going through Sag in there. We're going to see how this is going to be turns out, because it's about how do we communicate with others? How do we work in team? Can we be performing in the team? Can we handle it, the team work in positive or a negative way? But there is a teamwork, and how can make the flow? Okay, so that's what it's going to be, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the clicks, the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. And come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report. Hopefully these things are helping you out in your life. Much love to you. I'll see you tomorrow.